Happy Friday, everybody! Hello, I hope you're all doing well. And those of you who watched my video, rather long video, on Wednesday for my day out at the Retro Football Fair, you'll have noticed that about halfway through there, I would generously, kindly donated a football shirt to my collection from Circa 88. Circa 88, of course, the online retailer who are very good at sort of finding these very interesting leagues, clubs, manufacturers that maybe some people are not too familiar with. Now, this one isn't necessarily a sort of obscure manufacturer, but I think the club, I don't think I've seen these for sale anywhere other than either, I suppose, the club store or Circa 88. So it's a great website to constantly keep an eye on, just to see these sort of clubs appear, because there's a lot of stuff that they get in that you will not see anywhere else. And I'm really pleased that I was able to grab one of these. As a massive thank you to Circa 88. I mean, it was just, I wasn't expecting that. So to be able to show you what I have, I'm very, very excited. It's still here in the wrapper. It's been a week now and I haven't opened it. It takes a lot of self-control to be able to do that, I think. I have a massive pile of shirts that I still have to get through. So I suppose it's only fair that I open it up. I mean, you kind of seen already what it is from the video previously, and that's it. So there's nothing to open up. There is the front of the shirt and there is the rear. It is a Hummel shirt, so most of the time Hummel do an amazing job. I was able to pick which one I wanted. He had all three, and to be honest, I thought all three had their own characteristics that stood out. I went for this one purely because of the colour. It's like a peach colour. I don't think I have any shirts that have that colour set, so that was the main reason, and also the design is quite cool. So let's see what it's like out of the bag. Very, very excited, so we'll get rid of that. Okay then, so there is the rear of the shirt. So you'll see that sort of peach colour sort of transitioning to just a white at the bottom there. And it has a very, I don't know if you'd use the word traditional Indian style pattern that runs around the back there. Looks like it's some sort of flower, doesn't it? And it sort of runs across onto the front. Along with this peach colour, has the tags, of course. And there we go, that is the shirt. Now, I'm very, very pleased with that. I would absolutely love to buy some more of those, because I remember when classic football shirts, I think they were the first lot that got the drop of Indian Super League teams. I think it was from maybe the couple of seasons after it had started, and you know, obviously we got all that hype. Ex-players were going over there to manage, or players at the end of their careers were going over there just to get a little bit of cash, with the idea that they were going to be helping incentivize and promote the league and sort of improve the standards. But I think it's really, really nice. Yeah, that's it. I will dress the mannequin. I'll do a little bit of research, because my knowledge of Indian Premier League teams is pretty much limited to what I have, and obviously I don't have this team yet. So I'll dress it up and I'll get back to you. Right here then, there is the shirt, looking really cool as always. And for those of you who are not quite sure of who the club is, and if you can't read the crest you probably won't know, it is Odisha FC. Of course, they are an Indian team, and this is their away shirt from last season, current season, 21-22. And I went for the away one because of the colour. He has the home one, which I believe was a black one with sort of purple accents. It was between that one and this one that I was sort of tossing up. And then there is a third one, which is more of a white, and it has like a wave pattern, I think, something like that at the bottom. That one was actually quite nice. But I've gone for the peach one, just purely for the colour set. So like I said, Circa 88, I believe, are the only place that you can buy these from. And in the previous video, when we were having our conversation, price sort of came up, and it was like, what are they going to be selling them for? And it looks like they're settled on £34.99, which to me, I think that's probably about right for that sort of shirt. Obviously you don't want to push it too high, because you know it is still a niche product. It's going to be for people who are collecting like myself, ourselves, or if someone wants to sort of turn up to five-a-side wearing something that's a little bit different. So I think £34.99 is a great way to do it. I think I went on the website. They have only a few sizes. So to me, that sounds like they had a pretty successful day at the Retro Fair, and they must have sold quite a few. One thing he did said when he gave it away, he says to go a size up. And I'm always a bit skeptical sometimes when that occurs, because I know from certainly Asian sizes, it can be a case where you have to buy a size up, or sometimes two sizes up, for it to equate into a medium in the UK. But with this one being Hummel and looking at the sizing on the inside, I was like thinking in my head, I have a feeling like a medium's probably going to be just right. But I have the large, and I have measured it, and it's come out at a 20-inch pit to pit, which is a UK medium. So I would say going up a size is probably fair. I think the medium would have been probably still a medium, just a more of a tighter fit. So I suppose it depends on how you like your shirts to sit. So with regards to the club, they play in the top division. I think last season or current season they finished mid-table, so not really doing anything too crazy. And they've been playing since, I think, effectively the sort of rebranding of it. Now, they weren't always known as Odisha FC. I think that's a relatively new sort of change. They were known as Delhi Dynamos prior to that, so maybe if you've sort of not followed Indian football for a bit, you may remember Delhi Dynamos. During that period, they were managed by Roberto Carlos and by Gianluca Zambrotta. It was that period when ex-professionals were going over to manage and players at the end of their careers were going over just to get a little bit of cash, with the idea that they would improve and incentivize the Indian football in Pyramid and League. I'm not quite sure if that worked, but right now they don't really have anybody there that stands out too much, apart from as a technical committee member, global football operations, is David Villa. Apparently he has a role there. I don't know how involved he is, if he's there day to day, but he is part of the club. So I think that's pretty cool, having someone with that level of experience. Hopefully they can sort of help sort of promote the club and build up Indian football, because it is a large country and there is a large, well, should be a large pool of talent to pull from. With regards to the crest, I was interested in to know what this was all about. Of course, it says Odisha on it, and then below that there is a ship. Now the ship is apparently represents the company, the parent company, who owns the club, GMS. They are apparently the world's largest purchaser of ships. So that's cool. And then below that, I think there is a chariot wheel, which is based on the Konark Sun Temple. So you've got a bit of everything there. You've got something that relates to India and something that relates to the parent company, which is an interesting one. But yeah, that's pretty cool. With regards to the pattern on the front, it's just like a floral pattern. It's quite interesting, isn't it? I have a couple of shirts now that have flowers on them. Maybe I have a few more that I can't remember, but I know for sure there's that Mexican one, the Oaxaca one, and then this one, which is Odisha. Maybe it's an O thing. But that's pretty cool. With regards to the actual shirt, it's all sort of woven into the material. Nothing that's sort of printed on there. You can't grab at anything. Even the chevrons running down the shoulders, just sort of there. So it's durability will be for sure. It won't sort of fade away. It won't pull off. It won't scratch. It won't do anything like that. So I think that's not too surprising for a shirt from this part of the world. Sort of the cost of the materials is quite low, because obviously income levels are different throughout the world. Apparently the second kit represents the traditional warriors of Odisha, the Paikas, and it's a tribute to the brave warriors from the region who fought against the Britishers in the 19th century. I presume the Britishers are the British Raj. The sunrise colour, so not peach but sunrise, I can see a sunrise, it sort of is a sort of colour set, is inspired by the rising sun. Well, I would have thought so, that's what sunrise is, and symbolises a new dawn. So, very cool. Let's see what happens in this new dawn. Are they going to finish 5th this year, a little bit further up? I'm sure they'd want to try and get into Continental Cup competition. But yeah, I'm very, very happy to have this. It's possibly, how many Indian shirts do I have now? 3, 4, something like that, I can't remember. But we're slowly getting there. The league isn't that great, so we could probably fill out the league soon enough. And I think he has a few other, or at least one other Indian team there. So if you want to get both of them, I guess it makes sense. The shirts are just as good, and I believe they're also Hummel manufactured at the same time. So, you can't go wrong with Hummel. They're a great brand to work with. So yeah, I want to say big thank you to Circuit88 for being able to provide me with this shirt and allow me to do this review on it. I really, really like it. And if any of you guys are interested in buying any of their shirts, I'll put a link in the description so you don't have to do anything crazy. You can just go, boop, add to basket, and then buy some more. And then just keep an eye out on more, because I'm sure some will appear over the next sort of months across this year. Anyway, let me know. Have you got any Indian teams in your collection? Classic football shirts, I know they do usually a few on their weekly deal, so you can get a good bargain there. I think most of my Indian shirts have been pretty decently priced. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend ahead. As always, thank you guys for watching my videos, and goodbye.